For this question, by inspecting the possible answers, I can strike B, C, and D right away, so the correct answer is A. Why would I say that? Because the absolute value always produces a positive answer. Positive plus positive will not produce a zero. It has to be an additive inverse of -1. So I need absolute value of x minus 1 to equal 1. Two values of x that can produce that. If x is equal to 2 minus 1 is 1, absolute value of 1 is 1, and that will give me 1 minus 1, which is 0. Or if x is 0, 0 minus 1, absolute value of -1 is 1, and therefore 1 minus 1 is also 0. Or if you do not know how to solve the modulus function of absolute value of x minus 1 equal 1, we know that this value, if it is plus 1 or -1, will produce 1. Therefore, I can have two equations. X minus 1 is equal 1, or x minus 1 is equal -1. In here, it implies x is equal to, and in here, it implies x is equal 0. As we said, 2 and 0 produces 1, and therefore choice A is the correct answer. This question, they gave me the function with a unknown value b, but they gave me initial conditions. This initial condition is in order to find the value of b. So therefore, if of 6 is equal 7, I substitute 6 into the equation. So that'll be 3 over 2 into 6 is equal, plus b is equal 7. And that will give me 9 plus b is equal 7. That means b is equal -2. Okay, so now my function becomes f of x is equal to 3 over 2x minus 2. They want to evaluate f of -2. f of -2 equals 3 over 2 into -2 minus 2, which is equal -3 minus 2, and that will produce -5. So A is my correct answer. This question, they gave me two equations, and they want the solution to the system of equation above. What is the value of y? If I solve that, what is the value of y? If I cross multiply in here, x will equal 6y. X is equal 6y. So if I were to substitute into the second equation, 4 into y plus 1 equals x. X is equal 6y. Introduce the 4, FOIL the 4, or distribute the 4 over the bracket. We get 4y plus 4 is equal 6y. Move 4y to the other side, it becomes negative, and therefore the left hand side 4 is equal to y, and therefore y is equal to, making A my correct choice. This question, just simply direct substitution. They want what's the value of f of -3x. So f of -3x equal to -2, open bracket, I replace x by -3x plus 5 and distribute the -2, and that'll be minus times minus a plus, and 2 times 3 is 6, so that'll be 6x plus 5. That makes B my correct choice. Which of the following is equivalent to the expression above? Just basically FOIL it, and obviously in here I can say it cannot be A, because I must have a x to the power 2 term, so it can be any of these three possible choices. So let's FOIL that. Actually, I can say C right away, because when you fold these two brackets, it's going to give me 3 terms. So I have 3 terms here, but let's do that. 3 into, if I fold this, that'll be 8x squared. 2x plus 4x, that's plus 6x. And 1 times 1 plus 1, introduce the 3, 24x squared plus 18x plus 3, which makes our choice C the correct answer. In here there is a simple trick that you might be able to use. Let's do this in red. So A minus B over B is equal 3/7. In here I can break these fractions to 2 fractions, A over B minus B over B equals 3/7. B over B is 1, so that'll be minus 1. When I move it to the other side, becomes positive 1. So A over B is equal to 3/7 plus 1. 1 is the same as 7/7. So A over B is equal to 3/7 plus 7/7, which is equal 10/7. So A over B is equal to 10/7, and that is our correct choice. In here, if you read the question, really we want to find the rate of distance, increase in distance for this young lady in here, a practice. So the first 4 weeks she was able to run 8 miles, and in the next 16 weeks she was able to run 26 miles. So I can, from these two order pairs, find her rate, which is the gradient, really, the slope, y2 minus y1, 26 minus 8 over x2 minus x1, which is 16 minus 4. That will give me 18 over 12 over 6, 3 over 6, 2. So her rate of increase is really equal 1.5 mile. If I look at the choices, it can tell me that D is the correct choice. So by 1.5, her rate of increase 1.5 miles each week. All right. Next. 2 lines are parallel, and I spoke about this before. L1, and this is L2. The gradient is M1, the gradient is M2. L1 is parallel to L2 if and only if M1 is equal M2. If the 2 gradients are equal, then the 2 lines are parallel. So the gradient for the first line, M1, is equal minus 3. So I need to know which of the following equations will give me a gradient of minus 3. How do I know that? I need to put the equation in the standard format, y is equal mx plus c. So I'm going to start with A. 6x plus 2y equal 15. I'm going to move the 6x to the other side, so 2y equal minus 6x plus 15. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. So y is equal minus 3x plus 15 over 2. That makes the gradient of this line is minus 3, which is the same as the first one. So choice A is the correct answer. In here he tells me B or A is equal to what is the value of x, or what is the solution set for this equation. So I substitute a, x minus 2 is equal x minus 4. To get rid of the radical sign, I square both sides. So this is a squared and this is a squared, and the square and the square root, they cancel each other, so there'll be x minus 2 equals a perfect square trinomial. I can expand that to be x squared minus 8x plus 16. Move this and this to the other side, that makes this side is 0, x squared minus 8x minus x minus 9x, and 16 plus 2, that is 18. And all I need to solve, factorize x squared, x and x. I need two numbers. When I multiply them together, they give me 16, and when I add them, they give me 9. So if I take 8, they give me 18, not 16. I was in the wrong place. So they give me 18. So 18. If I take 9 and 2, 9 times 2 is 18, but 9 plus 2 will not give me 9. Actually, they're going to be negative. So minus 9 minus 2 is minus 11, so it cannot be. So the other option is 6 and 3. 6 times 3, 18, and minus 6 and minus 3 is minus 9. So that is my 6, that is my 3, and the sign, both of them are minus. Since the constant is positive, both brackets will have the same sign as the middle term. So x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 6. So the solution set is a 3, 6, and that makes answer A the correct answer. We have an equation we need to solve for t. Basically, I put the equation and I cross multiply minus 5, and this is equal really 10 over 1. Cross multiply the two equation. This is times 10 and this is times 1. That'll give me 10t minus 50 equals t plus 5. Move the 50 there, bring the t in here. That'll be 10t minus t equals 50 plus 5. So 9t is equal 55, or t is equal 55 over 11. Do we have that? 55 over 9, sorry. 55 over 9, not 11. Over 9, which makes D our correct answer. Two equations, and they want how many ordered pairs x and y satisfy the system of the equation above. X is equal to y plus 5 . Okay, so I'm going to substitute. So there'll be y. I'll do it in here. Y is equal to instead of x, that'll be 2 into 2y plus 5 minus 3 into or as a matter of fact, no.